Working between counseling sessions. Hi, I do counseling, but part of my counseling is to teach you how to get the most out of your counseling. There are many approaches to counseling. There are workbooks, there are exercises. My counseling is very much interactive. My counseling is collaborative. We work together. You say stuff, I get ideas, I throw it by you. We kick it around. What's relevant to you is where we really dig in. So that's for another talk. But what happens between the time you walk out of our sessions and you come back is absolutely critical. What you bring back to a session is important. Now, a lot of people treat counseling as kind of a doctor-patient relationship. The doctor is going to tell you what to do, how to parent your kids, how to handle your depression, your anxiety, and some of that will go on. But the deep change doesn't really work that way. And we'll talk about how change occurs. But what really matters is what's going on inside you, what you do with the material that's generated in our counseling session. So I've got this little takeaway that I give to people who I work with. The acronym is TREP, T-R-E-P, and that starts off with number 1, takeaways. What did you learn in the counseling session? Number 2, response. How did you respond to it? Number 3, events. What's going on in your life between our sessions? And 4, plan. What do you intend to have happen in our next session? What do you want to get out of it? So let me go into a little bit more depth and detail. Okay, we just finished a session. Stuff has happened. So the number 1 thing you're going to do is, what did you take away? Now, sometimes we can talk about that before you leave the session, but you may have to go into the waiting room or in your car and say, what just happened in there? What did I learn? Did I learn a communication technique? Did I get an insight about why I'm so angry all the time? Did I put some pieces together about my family of origin that, stuff happened there that really helped shape me and mold me? Did I realize that I've been leaving God out of the picture and that he really cares about me? And I just have not even thought about that as I begin to struggle. So what are your takeaways? Were you confused? Are things that weren't clear to you? Did you disagree with what happened in the counseling session? Did you love what happened in the counseling session? So you see, I won't know these things, and whatever counselor you're working with won't know them unless you tell them. Okay, so you can't tell them if you don't know them. So you're responsible to really ask yourself, what just happened there? What questions do I have? What answers do I have? What perspectives do I have? Secondly, response. Now this is afterward. Okay, so just say a week goes by between sessions. How did I deal with the material of the session? What did I do with it? For instance, if I'm having panic attacks and I learned some methods for dealing with panic attacks during the session, did I do any reading on panic attacks? Did I practice them? Did I practice some of the breathing, some of the relaxation? If it's communication, did me and my spouse, did we work on the communication? Did we practice it? What did I learn? What did I discover? What was my response to the material of the session? Not just what did I learn, what did I do with it? Now, that may surprise some people because again, you think it's kind of like a doctor. You're gonna come in and he's gonna give you another pill or rub your elbow or whatever it might be. No. You wanna work the material. You wanna work it because you're gonna wanna come back with something. If you don't come back with something to the next session, your progress is going to be real slow, and you don't want that. You want to maximize your time, however long it may take to work through your issues. So write down, what did I do? Did I do some more reading on it? Did I read a book on it? Did I hear some podcasts on it? Did I talk with a good friend about it? Did I get other perspectives? What did I do? What was my response to the counseling time? Now, so we've got takeaways. What did I learn? 2, what did I do with what I learned between the sessions? That's the response. Number 3, this is just a general thing, events. What occurred between our last session and this session? Did I, have a big fight with somebody? Did I lose my job? Did I get my job? Did I hit a home run? What happened? Did I hear a great sermon that just drew me closer to the Lord? Did I change my medication? Did we have a family reunion? What happened that influenced the stuff we're working on? Okay? So just the events of life. You don't want to take your entire session just kind of rehashing all that happened during the last week. That's why you want to do this TREP worksheet, because you'll save a lot of time and you'll force yourself to think. So we've got takeaways, response, events, what happened between sessions that's relevant to your counseling, and finally, plan. This may surprise you. Your counselor, I will always have some ideas of where we're going, okay? But your ideas are the most important. If some people are going to counseling and they know they should be there, or maybe their husband or wife told them to be there, or their parents or whatever, but they have no idea what they really want to accomplish. So you want to refocus. What do I want to get out of this very next session? So remember, this is your life. And some of you may be timid or shy, some of you are not. And you can say to your counselor, where are we going with this? Can we focus more on this direction? Because, we're talking about my grandmother and I want to talk about my grandfather. I don't know what it is, but you must think before you walk into that door, these are kind of the places I'd like to go. I may have some specific goals, or I may have some general ideas, but you want to come in and say, okay, Mike, could we talk more about, what it means to deal with suffering or loneliness, or, how it is that I interact with people and the messages I send to people that I didn't even realize that I was sending. How about my attachment issues? How about my devotional time? I feel all alone. I'm not drawing near to the Lord. I have a plan of things I want to work on. And your counselor may say, well, yeah, let's go there next week because we really need to get to something else. Or may say, usually your counselor is going to say, good, I'm glad you're thinking. I'm glad stuff is stirring in you. Let's see where we can go with it. Okay, it's collaborative. You're working with your counselor. So that's it. Very simple. TREP. Yeah. If you're at North Coast, we'll be happy to give you one of these sheets. I give them to many of my clients, and they go over it and they write it down, bring it in, bring me a copy, and I read it through quickly, and I see the plan, and so we are good to go. All right. I'm Dr. Michael Misja from North Coast Family Foundation. We are a Christian counseling center, Northeast Ohio. We've got an incredible staff of gifted men and women who will help you work through your problems. Look us up at northcoastfamily.com. Send us an email, give us a call, and look forward to more of these videos on how to grow, how to deal with counseling, how to deal with disorders within counseling. Talk to you next time.